Hello children, it's time for us to have another interesting lesson in mathematics on geometry and measurement, specifically transformation. I'm your regular teacher, Miss Irene Wang. In today's lesson, by the end of the lesson, you should be able to define the term transformation. Secondly, you should be able to identify the three types of transformation. In the course of our lesson, we are going to meet new keywords. We are going to use them frequently. So let's go through our keywords and understand these new words. Our first keyword is transformation. Transformation. What does it mean? It involves moving an object from its original position to a new position. For example, where I'm standing is my original position. When I move to the left-hand side, I've moved from my original position to a new position. So the process of moving from the original position to a new position is known as transformation. The next word, flip. Flip. What does it mean? To cause a turnover. To cause a turnover. For example, as I'm standing here, you can see my face. Can you see my face? Yes. But I'm going to flip over. That means I'm going to turn to the opposite direction. So when I do that, I have flipped over or I have turned over. So I am going to flip to the opposite direction. Can you see my face again? No. Now my back is facing you. So I have flipped to the opposite direction. I can also flip back again. So I have flipped back to my original position. Now let's move to slide. Slide. To move smoothly along a surface. What does it mean to move smoothly along the surface? Now watch. I have moved the board smoothly on the other surface. So this is what it means when we say to move slightly on a surface. Rotate. Rotate. To turn about in a fixed point. To turn about in a fixed point. For example, I have a ball at a fixed point. Where my hand is a fixed point. If I need to rotate this ball, it's either I rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise. The process of rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise is known as rotation. Let's refresh our memory on what we learned last week. We talked about line segments and angles. Good. So we are going to link the previous lesson to our new lesson for today. So what did we say an angle is? Yes. You've tried. An angle is the point at which two or more lines meet. So in our lesson, the point on the object or the shape is going to help us transform the shape from one place to the other. From our keywords, we came across the word transformation. What did we say it is? It It involves the movement of shapes and objects from its original state or position to a new position. But this happens in various ways. Now we are going to take a look at these three types of transformation. Now let's look at the flip type of transformation. I have a shape on the board. What type of shape is this? Or what kind of shape is this? A triangle meeting at 3 points, giving us 3 angles. Angle A, angle B, angle C. Good. You remember we defined the word flip. Yes. What does it mean? To cause a turn over. So I'm going to turn the shape over to the other side. Let's watch how the turn will be. Good. What can you see? The angles have changed their position. From the original angle, we had A to be on the left-hand side. Now, A is on the right-hand side. We have B coming to the left, the C at the same point. So I have flipped over. This type of transformation is known as reflection. Reflection transformation. Children, you all stand in front of the mirror, isn't it? What do you see when you stand in front of the mirror? You see yourself, but you see yourself at the opposite direction of the mirror. That is what I'm talking about. The reflection transformation. You see when you stand in front of the mirror and you raise your right hand. In the image of the mirror, it looks as if you are raising your left hand. That is the type of transformation we are talking about. It's known as reflection. Now we are moving on to the second type of transformation. This transformation is known as translation. This involves the movement of an object or the sliding of an object from one point to the other. To explain this word better, this is the position of this shape. You can either slide to the right, come back to the position, slide to the left, come back to its original state, also slide downward. Good. The third type of transformation is known as rotation. You remember the word rotation? What did we say it is? Good. It means to turn an object or a shape round about at a fixed point. So I have a shape in my hand. What shape is it? The shape of a hat. I'm going to turn this shape round about at a fixed point to get the transformation known as rotation. Let's go. I'll start from this point, and this is going to be the original point of the shape. So if I need to rotate clockwise, I'm going to have something like this. Good. I come back to my original position. I'm going to rotate to the next position. back to the next position. Rotate, turns like this. Good. This is an example of rotation. To move clockwise at a fixed point. Children, I hope you have enjoyed the lesson. What did we say is transformation? We said transformation is the movement of object or a shape from one point to the other, that is, from the original point to the new point. And we've talked about the three main types of transformation. What did we say they are? The reflection. This is an example of the reflective type of transformation. To move an object in a turn over. The second one we talked about is the slide, which is known as the translation. To move an object from its original point to another position. And this can be done in different directions. The last type of transformation is known as rotation, which we just spoke about, which involves the movement or the turning about of an object round about at a fixed point. Children, draw shapes of your own and transform them into the various types of transformation. Until I meet you another time, be good. Bye-bye.